All right, we're currently in Gadsden, Alabama at the community college here. We're fixing to be doing some clearing for them, but the problem is at the time that we was discussing everything, they was in you can see some people over there. They're line boring over there, and they're right in the way because I got to get next to this building on the far left, or the far right, all the way on the left side. So I'm not sure where they're boring at, so may have to move down, but I'm gonna have to get with them. But let's go ahead and get the equipment off, and we'll have to go get the skid steer. I'll tell you one thing, it is hot. I'd hate to be those line boring guys over there sitting on a seat that has no umbrella on it. But here it is, we're in Arizona. I'm in Gadsden, Alabama. It's like 190,000 degrees, but we got the old skid steer here, and we fixing to unload. I always let my trucks sit there and idle for 5 minutes, help cool the cooling system. Anyway, we put new knives on before we left. I ordered a new set from Romex, so I'm gonna change out these to knives. That way, maybe see if I can see a difference in material. Which these got a lot of hours on them. Not sure how much, but I know I've got months out of them. So let's get this thing off and see if we can't get started going on it. All right, so I'm not sure I got everything, and I got my truck ready. That way I was gonna pull this right here and get it ready. Well, they're ending the day over there, which I figured line boarers, they usually close about 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And so this is what we're gonna have to deal with, a bunch of dirt. So this is what we got. So there's a power line. Can't really see it. Right there it is, right there. So we're only pushing in just a little bit, and they're putting in a bridge. So what I'm doing is I'll be coming in and mulching everything up, pushing it several feet back, and then just pushing it back. So pretty much from here all the way down there, and then the city park is that way. We'll be cleaning all that too. I think right here is the bridge area. Oh man, it drops off straight down. That's nice. So I'm not sure how much I can get over here, to be honest with you, but we'll get what we can. We'll have to scrape some of these dirt mounds back, so may have to rip up some of these trees and lay them over here and mulch them up. But I'm not sure if they locked it or not. I would imagine they probably did, having equipment on site. So I'll have to get with him on that as well. So it looks pretty level right here, and I think it just drops off back here. So I'll have to rake all this back and then kind of feather it out. I would show you down there what we got, but we'll have to wait till tomorrow. I planned on trying to mulch a little bit today, but we'll just wait till tomorrow. It's hot as I'll get out. I'm just going to go ahead and get everything greased and ready and fueled up. So got the new knives. I'm going to get new ones on the edge. So this one's going to be probably the biggest commercial job that I've started to date. So we got everything ready, and then I'll just talk to those guys in the morning, make sure if it'll be okay for me to park my stuff in there. But let's see what we got going on tomorrow. All right, so I was able to get the gate code key. So what this right here was a old park. Let's see, it's like a ball field that used to be there, and they pushed everything up and pretty much bladed off. So what we're going to be doing is pretty much from all the way up there where that little shed thing is, come down through all here. There's a big ravine over there. I told him I'd get as close as I could safely without tearing my head up, and as well as getting in there to make it look good. So I'm not sure what all this stuff is right here, but he told me to rake everything out, put it in a pile, and this is where they dumped a bunch of stuff. So there's a bunch of fencing, bunch of stuff over there, which I told him several more days than what, but I said there's a lot of garbage in here too as well. So this is the Gadsden City Park on the other side of us. I'm mulching all the way down to the water, so this will look really good once I get it cleaned up, thin it out, like just a bunch of junky trees, only leaving the nice big one, clean ones, and then just whatever I probably don't want to worry about. I also forgot my ripper. I didn't think nothing about grabbing my ripper. I can pick that up, throw it on my truck. So we're going to dump the trailer here. But yeah, so this is a pretty big project. I'm pretty sure he told me I couldn't get on this side, but that's why I got the brush cutter for the excavator, so that way I can get down in there and get as far as I can get to make it look good, because they're going to have to keep it maintained. So that's the biggest thing. Wherever my machine can't get is where they're not going to be able to maintain. So but yeah, we're going to be mulching everything up and leaving all the big nice hardwoods and stuff like that, ripping up what's junk, but thinned it out to where when you come off of I forgot what highway that is, you come in, you'll be able to see this lower side, and then you'll be able to see this part. But with the trees and stuff like that, it's going to limit unless they thin them out a lot more. But that's all we got. That's all I got. So once we start really get down in here and start cleaning it up, we'll see how that goes. So they said that if it took any more days, then they would allocate to get more days and go ahead and get me approved. Just go ahead and do it, and then just write a separate check, because they want it done. So there ain't no sense of doing 3/4 of it and then not able to finish it. So, but anyway, that's what we got. We'll go ahead and dump the trailer off, and we got plenty of waters. It's like 94 degrees or something like that. It's probably, the heat index is probably like 100 and something. So, and I feel I was going to mulch, but we're just going to get here super early in the morning, right before daylight. That way we can go ahead and get everything going, and I'll have to get everything greased before I leave, so get a little bit of shade. Let's see what we can get going now. All right, so it's spitting rain, as you can tell the glass here. It's supposed to be like that for a while, but I don't know if it's going to make it worse trying to mulch or not, but I think it has enough time to settle the dust. It's been raining since 6 o'clock this morning, but it's just been barely spitting, so I think it'll be enough for me. But we'll see how it goes. And it's kind of muggy too, so it's not got hot yet. So it's supposed to be like that today, and I think tonight or tomorrow, I'm not sure. But we'll see how, because the weather's been changing every couple hours. It'll be raining 1 minute, it won't be. So we'll see how it goes. always something. Can't see. And then one of this tree limb right here grabbed my spring and gripped it down, and the head was spinning. I think it's starting to rain pretty good bit, but I was hoping enough. It's still kind of just a little dusty, but it's damp. So I'm not sure what happened here. I think this came loose. I need to get one that spins on there. I think that's what happened. Not really sure. $50 spring. That freaking crap. Stupid spring. But so wanted to show you the ravine since I can. Drops off. I think they're wanting to do a bridge across here, so they want to be able to, like when you drive down through here, you could see all this, like just this shoulder's clean. So, but in the meantime, I was down there just mulching along there. Let's see, right here it is. Old fence. I wrapped up some, pushed in a little further, but that's why I got my brush cutter. Some of this I can just kind of go back and just kind of chop it up and rip up these right here, bring them back up here and mulch them up. We're gonna take stuff like that out. Dang, I forgot my ripper. Grant's supposed to help me, so, but some of this stuff I can get up to it and mulch. That way it'll be a little easier. But I need to find out what these are for, if they're the property lines or what. If it is, I need to stay on their side. That's what I'm pretty sure what that means. But it might be drainage, not sure. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get all the fencing up and cut out, so that way I can, but right now I'm just trying to get in here to where I can get to it, just trying to mulch everything up, make it a little easier. Tell you one thing, I did get carried away. I brought the excavator over here. I don't know if I recorded anything or not, but one of the coaches came up and was talking to me and stuff like that. So but yeah, got a bunch of it. The line boring guys are watching every now and then. mean, this is some pretty good material. You know, little chips, which I'm gonna back drag a little bit more. I was trying to see if I can't back drag some over there to make it look a little better, but I may have to rip out some and throw it over there. So I'm gonna take all this, throw it right over here, and see if I can't back drag it. I wrapped up some of that power pole crap, but I'm gonna try to blow all this stuff off. So yeah, right there. Hit that a while ago. Still hot, but we're gonna get it cleaned up. And then I ripped up some of the stuff down there. These pines right here, I don't know what's in those, but they're pretty rough. I'll throw that up here. I'll tell you one thing, there's baseballs everywhere, because that used to be the old baseball field for the Gadsden Cardinals. But we're gonna go ahead and clean this up and then back drag all this. I gotta get this cable right here. So I gotta figure out how to get all this crap out of here. Oh, this is been wrapped up in there. But anyway, so we're gonna rip everything out up here, mulch everything up, and then my plan is to have Grant come in and help rake up all this stuff, and whatever I can't go in after he rakes everything out, mulch it up, go back down in there, mulch what I can get, and then have him use the excavator and the brush cutter to kind of go in and kind of clean out the rest of it. But right now we're just trying to get the main stuff, and then trying to push a good bit, and then come back and then fully fine-tune, rip everything up, mulch it up. I don't want to get way down there, way down there, and then get too far ahead. So, and then that way I'm back and forth, because it's wasting time. So, but anyway, let's get back to it. All right. So we pushed a little bit more. I keep forgetting to record a little bit, but it's starting to get dusty and it's just hard to see. So there's a lot of freaking poison oak over here. So I started cutting some of the fencing out in certain spots. I'm probably going to start from right here, this big tree, go all the way down, cut it all out. That way I can start getting down in here. There are certain spots where I can get down in. And then something like this, I don't like hitting them. I mean, that sucker's huge. I mean, I don't know what kind of tree that is, but it's probably gonna be hard as a rock. So I was gonna cut it out with a chainsaw and then probably cut it in chunks. May have them to haul it off, because there's a big tree right over there. There's a big one. I mean, it's probably that big. It's probably like one of the big pines. I mean, that thing's over 100 something foot. But certain spots I'm gonna go ahead and cut all the chunks out, throw them to the side. That way, because they said whatever I cut out, I can throw it on the road and they'll come get it. Just to let them know. So you can see right here that it's wadded up. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it and then get all this stuff out. That way I can take my chainsaw and start cutting all the stuff around the trees, making it look a little better. So this is probably the roughest little area. Once I come in here and start cutting all this stuff out and kind of making a way. But probably just go in there and cut what I can, and then just let the excavator pluck and pull, and then just use the brush cutter to cut the rest of the material. So, and this is where it starts to really drop off certain spots. So I'll be able to go in, but that's about it, and then take the excavator, just kind of come in and hit the little corners. But this is a lot done in just one day, just by myself. And that's using the excavator and then me mulching up the piles. There's a lot of trees I'm gonna cut out anyway to make it look a little better. So, and if they want more cut out, I'll do it. So, but some of these trees is helping with shade. I'm not sure what they're gonna do here. They're gonna for grass or what. But anyway, let's go ahead and get all this stuff cut, and we'll start back at it. All right, we're narrowing down to the last bit of picking up, throwing stuff in a pile, and then we'll get ready for in the morning. It's kind of cool now, and we got the clouds rolling in, so I'm not sure what's going on. These vines right here are pretty rough. I finally got one of them that was been there for a while. This one's stuck up in there. Muscadine vines, but you can kind of see, got down there a little bit. So what my plan is, if there's any trees that has any stuff like that, low limbs, and we'll cut them off. And then I just got down there and knocked it down. So looking pretty good. Looking on this lower side. Ouch. There's a lot of hardwoods down in here, so a lot of big material, but there's a lot of low dips. Like right here is where all this stuff's just sitting. Real dusty as well. I mean, as you can see. So my plan is to come back and get all these big chunks. But I'll be able to get down that lower little shelf there from right here. That way I can just kind of get down there. There's a basketball. So, not sure if it's going to be wet on that lower side or not. But I know at least I can get down there and may have to get the excavator down there and rip all that stuff up and then bring it up here. So, it's leaving a lot bigger chunks because this is some nice hardwoods. So, like right here, I'll be able to get right here, and then the rest of it has to be ripped out and chainsawed. So, just kind of came in, smacked everything, and then we'll come in with the excavator and kind of pull everything back. Just kind of see how things are. So once we get these big trees out of the way, there's another baseball. Another baseball. Come in between here and kind of clean these up. Take out these right here, because I want everything out. That way, when they look through here, it'll be thinned out super nicely. So, we'll see how it does.